Hello there, this is Andrei from Trapezonian Education. Hope you're doing great. And today I'm gonna talk about resume. I will not give you all the nuances and details just because it will take a lot. It will take a few videos, not just one. But I want to give you an idea of what we will work on together when you order the resume writing service. Alright? So first of all, there are many mistakes that college students do when they draft their resume in order to submit it for college admission purposes as a part of the application, right? But let me just point out that the aspects that we will work on together not only will help you to improve your resume for college purposes, but also will improve the formatting and all the structure of your resume so that the employers will actually like it, and it will go through human resources software when you apply for a variety of internships, when you graduate or in between your semesters. So that will be like ultimate resume upgrade, right? But I also put here, if you see CV in parentheses, just to give you an idea that many universities do not call resume, they call it CV, which comes from curriculum vitae. I'm not sure that I pronounced correctly, it's from Latin, but ultimately it means the same thing, but it might imply some aspects. When they say resume, people tend to think of it as a one-page, short, kind of brief background overview, versus CV normally in business or in professional places, and even within universities, it's more of implied to be a larger document, maybe even up to 5 pages, where you can provide all the details, the events and conferences you have been to, all the leadership skills, like more depth overview of your background, skill set, and also your aspirations, because we'll talk about the summary. By the way, I literally didn't put very important thing, and I'm gonna do it right now so that I don't forget. It's supposed to be somewhere here, but just to give you an idea, so summary, it's very important, and many students miss out on this one. Okay, so we got it. Resume, CV, we will not get into how many pages you need. It also depends what are requirements provided by your program of your college. So we will just leave it at that for now, but we will work together on, first of all, action words. They are good and bad. So they're kind of like this. It might be good, might be bad. It depends how you use them, but we will make sure that you use correct definitions of let's say, an example, if you apply for if you want to provide that you had experience in sales, and you write something like, I sold, you write the background, right, bullet point, sold 300 contracts of something. It's not, sold is not good action word. Instead, you can use achieved 30% sales increase by doing that and that and that. So that is like action and strategic definition, strategic word. So we will work on that to improve how you actually sound in your resume, right? What words do you use? What definitions do you use? And holistic background. What I mean by that is students don't put the experience. They think, okay, if I'm applying to MBA, I probably need to put all related to business. No, yeah, you have to make it more like business sound like, but it doesn't mean that you don't need to put, let's say, if you have been in military, or you studied law before, or you studied engineering major, or you have been to multiple fellowships, that just overall educational experience, or you have been a leader of your student organization. Many things you can put there, you just have to know how and where. So, but it doesn't mean that you have to miss out in a background, right? You have to make it holistic one. You have to holistically approach your resume or CV and put all the stuff you need to put there. So, and again, just regardless of how they claim whether it's resume or CV, when it's college, you can put at least 2 pages. It's totally fine. It's not a job application. It's application to get into college, and 2 pages can be fine. So You don't need to worry about that if you have so much stuff to put. You worry about when you don't have anything to put, that's more difficult question. When you have many things to put, it's okay, we'll just work on how to present them and what are the most relevant to specific program, because if you apply for 5 or 10 universities, you might, revise your resume document and provide it in a little different way for each university. Okay, then skill set, meaning you have to have a separate section for skills, or it might be a part of your summary. But if you speak about skills, you have to point out hard, soft and technical, because regardless whether you go to arts program, music, school, you have to have some technical skills. These days, in 2020, it's all about your digital knowledge, your technical skills, you being tech savvy, software savvy. Even in music, right? Like musicians use a lot of software for writing music, for composing melodies, for revising some tracks and stuff like that. So yeah, technical is very important. Then soft skills is your personal skills, your leadership, your punctuality, your ability to work under high pressure, your teamwork, your individual contributions, and maybe your skills in like mediation if there are some conflicts and stuff like that. But then hard skills is more of your function and industry skills. Let's say you might be business intelligence analyst, right? And then maybe you are SQL developer, maybe different modeling and different aspects of data science and stuff like that. That is very focused on your function, right? Or maybe you're a marketing person and you have to point out that you know how to create marketing mix, or what is it SWOT analysis, or how to brand yourself and stuff like that. Or you're engineering and you have something else there. So it's all about your specific knowledge relative to your major, to what you will actually do. So that's called hard skills. Then formatting, of course. Again, we spoke about how many pages you can use, what font is best. Everybody, people use still Times New Roman, which is weird because Times New Roman is not really, it's not that cool anymore. I understand it's all about have some standards, but even Calibri is better if you speak about standard fonts. Maybe even Arial still is good, but Times New Roman, it's good for essays, for academic stuff, but not necessarily for a resume. So again, you have more creativity here. You can use Open Sans font or anything else. It's just about how it looks like eventually. And then, of course, it's also about spacing. You have to you can manipulate and play a little bit with your resume document. It's after all, it's Word document on your computer, and you kind of mix it all up to look good, to sound good, to be good. Then eventually summary, which is supposed to be the first here, but ultimately is pointing out. You can go both ways. You either can make summary about your skills, or you can make summary like a 1, 2, 3 statements, 3 sentences as your kind of brand statement or your goal statement. Let's say you can write something like, hey, aspired energy engineer that is focused on working in the solar industry, gaining knowledge, growing, becoming a valuable asset for the company, blah blah blah. So you can present it in multiple different ways, or like passionate salesperson that wants to go into business to business sales within the management consultant industry. So it's like pointing out what's your industry of interest, what is your goal ultimate in terms of you improving your skill set and you growing as a professional, and what you also can contribute to the company where you will work. So it's like a statement kind of summary. What is it? Where you are now? You can say, hey, 5 years of full-time experience in law, or like I want to take bar exam, let's say in New York, or multiple things. Or I am doing MBA right now. So all your goals. 1, 2, 3 sentences, not more. Depending on how much space you have left in your resume when you put all the background, skill set and stuff like that. Alright, here we go. So writing will include all those aspects and more. You can check out on this page where you see it on the website, that we'll go through a lot of things. And make sure that your resume is appropriate for college and for potential internships, as well as you actually sound like you build your brand. Because I always say, this is all documents and applications, but in reality you are selling yourself in a way. You are trying to portray yourself. You still have to be authentic, you have to be you. You're not selling some made-up story, it's you. But how you present yourself, how you talk, how you write, how you sound, it's very important. And resume, it's nothing less. So, here we go. I hope to see you soon and to make your resume sound amazing. See you.